I'm the owner of Lavish. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Jamil, OHGVibe, and if this is your first time checking out this channel, please consider subscribing. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. A few hours ago, like about less than 48 hours ago, I uploaded this video titled, well, you'll see it pop up somewhere at the top, speaking about what was going on in Timbuktu Carnival. I'm just kidding. What was going on in Grenada Carnival? Okay, nobody's gonna stifle me. Spicemas 2019, and behind me there's a wall, and whatever horns that you used for jab this morning, boot it. Anyway, I posted this video of Spicemas drama and was basically letting you all know what was going on in Grenada, and you know, just basically the aim behind the video was basically to let people know what was going on and the people who were in the situation, to give them some kind of platform to be able to speak and express themselves. Not only that, I had already had a lot of information that I had downplayed in the video to keep it on a comedic level, by still being able to deliver the information but not make it such a tense video. But today we're not gonna worry about, you know, keeping it light, because it's not shade. Like, the receipts stay in my phone, so it's like it's not even a problem. And that's probably, if you're wondering why I'm to the left side of the video today, usually I'm in the center, because over here it's gonna be screenshot central. So as you can tell from the title of this video, today we're going to be giving a little update from what's happening in Spicemas. It's still a mess, I could just let you know that. And now we have a new band in the mix. Well, at the time, it was one main band that was the problem, right? X'nova. And now, well, not now, right after I posted the video, shit went left for Lavish. Yeah, currently, people don't have costumes. It's Monday Mass right now. While I'm recording this video, it's Monday Mass. And people are home. People are home. Not in the mass because they didn't get any costumes. But anyway, I am going to be updating you guys on what's happening over there in Grenada, despite, you know, the Grenadan mass population being police and guarding their territories. It was all love. It was just trying to promote your carnival. But, you know, I understand as well. If you felt like you were I was offending your mass or trying to negatively talk about your experience, it's not that. I saw all the jabs this morning. They were beautiful. In addition to that, I'm going to be reading your comments, because it's not no smoke. It's not a problem. I actually had a good laugh today, and that's what I feel like people thought. Because I saw somebody tweet, "Oh, he's getting backlash." Backlash where? Who's lashing my back? I honestly don't even know where to begin, because I was being come at from all angles. It started off on, first of all, let me give you a little timeline. I posted the video and it was all great reviews. Oh my God, thank you for letting me know what's going on and calling out the people who are doing injustice to the people of Grenada and the foreigners as well. That was until probably midday Saturday. No, midday Sunday. And then after that, it was like they had a WhatsApp group and everybody just got a ping, a BBM group. I don't know what they use. And everybody just came for me. It started off light. Like, for example, please rename your videos X'nova Carnival dramas. That is all. I was like, okay, no problem. Then people were like, why you keep saying Grenada? That's an outside band that exploiting Grenadians for a second year. I'm like, okay, so if I don't say Grenada, do I say China? Okay, China Drama 2019. And then they'd be mad when I put a pig and then they have a Peter group that comes after me because they don't accept that in China. First of all, we eat rats. Then Amanda Mandy said, stop slandering Grenada. Name SMH, the band is not local. And that's, mind you, that's all before the local band drama started. No, in fact, that was right when the local band, I started getting information about the local band drama and stuff. And that's after, anyway, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. M.B.Y.S, don't know what that stands for. Brother man, please, I beg. Please, before the ants nest have to raise, when you're doing your vlogs, please be careful how you implicate the name Grenada in your mix-up. Refrain from coming out trying to make Spicemas look like Fire Festival. One foreign con man's ban, mass ban X'nova in parentheses is not Spicemas. That is an exclusive situation of exploitation by a foreigner for the second year that has nothing to do with the organization and management of Spicemas. Don't they have to register for like the Carnival Bands Association? Don't you have to like register and like as a separate band? Like if you were a separate band on the road, like last year they were part of another band and they only had 2 sections. So that band would have had to register, and whoever else had a section, that's fine. But if you were a separate band, I would think that you would have to register. So that's not my fault. It's up to your government. Like, the whole ordeal is sad and unfortunate and needs to be handled legally if full returns are not given. But again, before you do your vlogs, be very careful of your choice of words. That is all. Thank you. Then, my good friend over Miss Shantoya Wayne, who I heard, in fact I didn't hear, I put the screenshot up here. Somebody DM me and let me know that on your WhatsApp you were trying to get my video, people to report my video. Do you know you have to have probable cause to take down a video? You're just wasting your data at home. Anyway, Shantoya Wayne from Grenada News online, exploiting a situation for clout. Number 1, what you need to do is call out the foreign band name, which has been to other islands, so it could have been any other island, rather than constantly stressing on Spicemas. Number 2, you're trying to give our event a bad name for views. Go back to my own videos. They're viewed. And it's based off of information you accumulated from various Twitter users, not even a reliable source. Number 3, I like that she put it in point form because that means she's an intellect. I appreciate that. Because your fellow countrymen, some of them, and the spelling, that wasn't good, huh? Number 3, what good to say, good to keep. If we ever cross paths face to face, I go let you know the Now people were DMing me and telling me somebody is threatening to do whatever. And I did not know who, I did not realize who. So definitely going to have to blend one of my mother's wigs, go by my grandmother and get a pair of earrings, put on her lipstick from 1974, and like 2 drag queens we could fight in the streets. That's not a problem. Because from your picture, you like a red lipstick and I could match you. So her number 2 comment about me using information from Twitter, I could tell that all of y'all found one person's comment and ran with it. Everybody said the same thing. And I'm like, my video came out before Twitter even knew what was going on. When my video was posted, people didn't even know what was going on in Grenada. Let's just be clear. Spicemas was not a hashtag that was clicked regularly. So it wasn't things that I got from Twitter. I don't even do Twitter like that. Until yesterday and today when I had to be, bracing y'all in corners because you was jumping out your skin. Corner was reposted my entire piece of the video that she was mentioning or alleged to be mentioning. Follow Soca reposted. I got calls from designers, other band leaders within my DMs and talking about what the situation was going on. Ironically enough, that band leader. In fact, we'll get back to that. Put a pin in that band leader coming in my DMs because we're going to talk about that. But I did not get it from Twitter, hun. Like, I am actually, people actually know me. So, like, they actually tell me stuff. So, I understand that, you don't know me. So, you'd think that my source of information would be Twitter. It's not Twitter. Okay? So, yeah. But Shantonia is like, we tried to communicate, but, like, you and other people from where you're from, they just did not want to hear it. So I was just like, okay, whatever. So we go to Chantel. Oh, ew, you sound so ignorant talking about Grenada, what's going on. Outsiders run with anything for a hype. Replace Grenada with X'nova. This has absolutely nothing to do with Spicemas. Your post does nothing but make Grenadians angrier at you now, not even X'nova that much. A real time team. You compare Tanti Man. I haven't heard a Tanti Man in a long time. That's crazy. You funny. That's one of a good one. You threw that one in there and I didn't see it coming. Like I explained to everybody, it is happening in Grenada, so there's no point in me saying X'nova. And then Lavish coming right behind in 2.5 place doing the same thing. It's a Spicemas issue at this point. And if I paid to come into Spicemas, it's a Spicemas issue. Just like when X'nova launched, Their hashtag was what? Spicemas 2019. And when you reposted, oh my god, Grenada have so much costumes, I'm so lit, but I can't wait to put the oil on me. It was Spicemas 2019. This one said, oh my god, you are super cute and hilarious. You'll be having me on the floor. Thanks, darling. Uniquely designed. Thanks, I needed that because I was just about to get heated again and you just brought my spirit up, so thanks. Josie for real, my brother, I'm a loyal subscriber and follower of your channel, but I got to let you know that this video will cause problems because of the title and the dramatic way you went about talking about Grenada in the intro. It's about a mass band that's having their troubles and not the island of Grenada or its carnival. Don't do as if the only thing going on in Grenada's carnival is drama. Thanks for the info though, keep the videos coming. Now I can appreciate somebody who gives me some kind of feedback that they don't agree with what I said, but they keep it respectful. Everybody else want to call me an ass and a tanty and a cunt and a this and my mother this and I'm like, hey, but what I do, y'all. But to address Josie for real, it's social media. Just like you pick up a newspaper in black and white and the headline is the most jumpy thing out at you, it's to captivate people. Everybody knows that, so I'm not going to apologize for that. What I said in the video was very factual. Trust me, it was very factual. Very factual. T Neptune 3003 said Grenada events look lit. I'm guessing they want to put that in quotes because I said that. Grenada events look lit is not exactly you heaping praise on Grenada. From starting off what is going on in Grenada, that's very misleading because I'm sure, yeah, it's happening in China, that's true. Especially to the rest of the region that might have interest in carnival down here. The situation is unfortunate, but we as Grenadians would prefer if you point everything towards the ban, why not one other regions in case it pops up in the islands? Well, if you want me to point it at the ban in a mess, looks like pointing. In fact, because at this point, then I was on Twitter and then I posted an update video. Okakinyo, a girl with a starfish on her face, an Indian with a starfish. Hush your stinking dirty MC using an issue with bans at Spicemas to try and talk shit and get clout about updates. You had to know exactly what the F going on? So enough of what negative Grenadians had to say to me and try to drag me wasting their time. Let's move on to what's the current state of the Spicemas 2019. Currently, in fact, let me introduce it with last night, that's midnight, well this morning midnight after 12:30 about. I'm gonna put here, right here. This is Lavish's Mas camp. Now, before I start the video, the people who were in my mentions about, oh, it's just one band, it's just one band, it's one band, don't take it away from our oil and thing. It's not one band. It was never one band. But I introduced to you Global. That's people at midnight. And that's band leaders standing on tables trying to calm it down. She's a mad woman because at that time I should not be in the Mas camp. That's like that Monday morning.
Yeah, but people pay $707.
That is wild. That is.
Music and drinks, so they're drunk and are whining and not doing it.
Sis said, play music and have drinks because if I had music playing and I whining, I ain't cussing. Facts. That is an entire mood. Let me put this out. X'nova Lavish actually have given out all their costumes. There are a lot of people right now, it's Monday Mas and they're sitting at home doing nothing. One of my subscribers sent me this, Sweetest Melanin. Thank you. I'm one of the masqueraders left with no costume nor refund after spending hours in their Mas camp. At Mas camp yesterday, the woman said she's going to the ATM to pull the money to refund us cash and never return. Someone even called the police, but they'll say my information is from Twitter. Okay. Alrighty. X'nova and their leader Khalifa are thieves. Ooh. That's what she said. Khalifa wouldn't even show her face to deal with the mess she created. They're giving no info, even to the few ones with costumes that have all kinds of missing pieces. Haven't said where to meet on the road, still haven't told us that we combined with two other bands. No Monday wear, no Monday night mass wear, zero communication. It's not right. And people need to shut the F up. How are they gonna be upset at you talking about the nonsense these two bands pull in? People need to be upset at the band, not the person reporting the story. Foolishness, period. He sent me that 37 minutes ago, which is 6 o'clock. That's crazy. That is crazy. That I've never seen something so wild. Like, yeah, you might, all other islands have issues, but you might get your costume the last hour on Sunday and your full costume. Yeah, you vex, but by the time Monday come, you in your costume or you in your Monday wear and you lit on the road and you forget about it. Yeah, you might drag them a little one too, but you at home on Monday? You're not fighting. I don't endorse violence, but you're not fighting. You're not too passive, but you want to be underneath my comments saying a lot of things that you all don't need to be saying when you're not saying it to the band leader. Crazy. So, concerning my title yesterday, I'm going to just slap up an image of the police after they were called and they were trying to make reports at the mass camp when I did the video. So, this video should just be called Receipts because y'all really tried to come at me talking about, oh, I had some Twitter news or I had some kind of hearsay. Like, a nigga's connected. The girl said 2 hours later, she never returned. Strangers are holding her baby the whole time. Ooh. She finally left to get the refund from the ATM and never returned. I knew she wasn't coming back, but my friends wanted to wait because she left her baby there. Girl, you smart. One thing about y'all, you're on. Another young lady contacted me who was supposed to be playing in Fauna's design in X'nova, which was not produced by her, but this was supposed to be the original what Fauna's designed. And this is what she received. And this is her story. Yesterday we were told we will get our costumes. Arrived at the mass camp. We get there and we had no headpiece, no tiaras, no belts as advertised. We were told we will get them later on, and but when we did, the quality was trash. No Monday wear. They were boring pieces from Monday Night Mass, unsold costumes and other bands. We were told that we can get another costume from another band. We will have to pay, and then they will refund. Wait, after I pay for your band, I have to go find another section in a band that's not sold out, pay for another set of costumes, and then you will refund me. Is that dotish? I asked for my money back. They told me wait so they can send a confirmation email for the refund, and it's an email entitled full refund. The body of the email is just a screenshot of my X'nova profile. My other friends got no update, and their costumes and all the costume just does not look as advertised. That's tonight. This is tonight. Pretty Mas is tomorrow. But let the Grenadians sell it. The country wasn't advertising no Pretty Mas, so that they don't know why y'all came to Grenada for Pretty Mas, why y'all send your money, because clearly there's no Pretty Mas that was advertised. So one of the bands who has everything under control, Maestro Bass, clearly they gave out all their costumes on time, and other bands as well. But Maestro with their messy Special thanks to all Maestro Mas masqueraders who picked up their costume. You made distribution an easy and smooth process, and for that, we love you. To our masqueraders and the public looking in, just to clarify, we are not a part of and or associated with X'nova Mass Band. We are a completely different entity from X'nova Mass Band. We understand the struggles of mass, so we try to help to the best of our abilities. We wish them the best moving forward. We are only responsible for our brand and what we put forward. And they gave their road call Monday on 1 p.m., 11 a.m. tomorrow. They're on track. Somebody tweeted the funniest thing I've ever seen, and probably the most accurate thing in this moment. She said, the way X'nova and Lavish band leaders carrying on is like both try and do obia on each other business and stick. Giving businesswomen a bad name. Get off social media and start acting responsibly and professionally, please. So they have tension from last year. When I posted my video and I got the backlash from Grenada, and then I said, meanwhile, a band leader is in my DMs. I didn't just talk from the rear end. Cue screenshot. I'm the owner of Lavish. I had a section with X'nova last year. She had told me she was having a band. It ended up being 2 sections in another band. In addition, sales for my section, 18,000 US. She kept it. I never received $1. She made up fees, etc. For example, 4,000 USD for delivery of costumes. She delivered on costume 25 minutes away from the mass camp. In addition, $100 US per masquerader for section leader absent fee when I gave her my boutique store in the mall to have her mass camp free, of course. This is too messy for me, my channel, because this is too messy for my channel. People need their money, people need their stuff. That's wild. And somebody did raise a very good comment on my YouTube. Craig Marshall, thank you for the insight on this Pappy show. Had no idea this happened until watching this. I feel this was bound to happen. Unfortunately, it happened to Grenada, which it didn't, but it was going to happen to one of the islands. My thoughts. 1, from my understanding, each island has a self-regulating body that controls each carnival. Why do we not enforce a minimum standard on carnival bans? Delivery of carnival costumes should be a said requirement before any license may be granted for a band being allowed on the road. Same as a carnival truck. Like I said, they didn't even have a carnival truck. If a band doesn't have proof of contract with these entities, they should not be allowed to process. They shouldn't be allowed to process taking persons' money. 2, standards need to be laid out and adhered to in each island. Carnival bands should adhere to customer rights just the same way as any other business. Fact. I felt like I needed to close this off with a real review because everybody's like, oh, you're not in Grenada, shut your ass. So because I'm not in the States, I can't talk about Trump. So because I'm not in Grenada, I cannot say what I'm seeing and knowing for fact. So since I am not, licensed to be able to give my opinion, I introduce to you Miss Bohemianista. She's currently in Grenada, currently not playing mass, not voluntarily. Take it away, Bohemianista, and let them know what's good from inside Grenada.
Hey guys, Crista here, and I'm just here to share my experience with Lavish, the band. Currently in Spicemas right now, or currently in Grenada. I am not going on the road, at least I don't think I am, but I don't have the costume that I registered for, and here's why. Registered in Profuse, which is a neon yellow pink costume. I asked for the bodywear only. Registration was fine. They were able to accommodate me. I came last minute, da-da-da-da-da. Anyway, fast forward to maybe 2 days ago. When I go pick up my costume, nothing was made for me. My bodywear was not made. Ebony pulled me to the side. She's the band leader. Told me that I would get another costume in a different style or a different section, in the style Copious, which is a different section, in an orange color instead of a teal. I said fine. She also offered me a refund at that time, but did not process it. It was just an offer at that time. I was like, okay, fine. Came back to the mass camp after only hearing from her one time the next day after she said she would also deliver this costume. I followed up several times, even called, no answer, went to the mass camp because we were really close. We had gone to the beach that day. So I was like, you know what, let me just go and see what's going on. I talked to Ebony, and I basically just got a whole bunch of excuses. And I went to her and I said, you know what, you can just tell me the truth. I worked in mass before. Is my costume ready? My costume had not been made yet. Apparently my costume was supposed to be made the same time as Ebony's, after everybody else's was fixed, or after Alejandro was able to fix everybody else's costume. So I asked her, well, when would I be able to pick it up? She said when Alejandro was finished. That was not good enough for me, because at this time, you've already promised that you would deliver a costume by XYZ time, and it has been past XYZ time, and I haven't heard from you. You have not communicated anything to me. So communication was already poor. At this time, she was telling me how her phone died. There were no outlets in the mass camp. All these different things. So I just kind of got upset, because I was like, well, what do you expect me to do? Like, this is your responsibility as a band leader to have your phone charged at all time. How are people supposed to reach you, especially if you having all these issues with costumes and stuff like that? How are masqueraders, your production team, all these different people supposed to reach you? Especially during distribution, people need to be able to contact you. She was saying, oh, her phone's been dead all day, she didn't have a charge. I'm like, okay, fine. At this point, she can't give me a time as to when my costume would be complete. I don't want to wait. I chose not to wait, because at this time I didn't trust that I was going to get a costume based off of the poor communication style that she had shown me. Therefore, I asked for a refund. At this time, she told me she cannot issue refunds because her phone is dead. The laptop on the table is not charged. That someone just so conveniently decided to pick up and close so nobody could see what was happening. One of her staff decides to get a little rowdy, saying, oh, we tell you everything. You keep saying we're making excuses, but this is what we're faced with, and this, that, and the third. And my thing is, you telling me all of this, but none of this applies to me, because I am a customer. I paid my money. Y'all could just ask me for patience. Y'all could apologize. You could offer me an alternative or a solution. None of that was really happening. I wasn't getting really any concrete information about when I would get a costume. So I opted for the refund, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Just give me my money. And then that was an issue, because nothing was charged, nothing was working, no phone, no laptop. So I then decided to tell them, well, hey, this is unprofessional, you guys. Like, how are you running a mass camp and you don't have anything charged, etc., etc. Ebony then decides to get upset, and she starts to cry. They all turn their backs toward me as I am speaking. And I'm just flabbergasted at this time, because I'm like, wait a second, who paying for this costume, me or you? Me. So therefore, first of all, you running a business. You're not doing anybody any favors. We're not friends. We're not besties. None of that stuff. Anyway, fast forward to me leaving the mass camp. My friend comes and gets me, because I'm like, literally, I'm upset. I am just like done, because like all I get is excuses, and nobody's really coming up with a solution or trying to help. They just kind of standing there. Well, it's a free-for-all in the mass camp, and I'm not even exaggerating. So apparently some guys come in, they make announcements. Ebony's manager or father taps me, brings me over. They cancel my transaction. I still haven't gotten an email confirmation of that canceled transaction, neither repayment, processing, nothing or other. Maybe it's the weekend, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But either way, I know I'm getting my money back. Another thing as well, I gave them back the wristbands and the food chits that another masquerader had given me, not a staff member, another masquerader had given me while I stood there waiting for somebody to.
Thanks for watching this video. Check out my other videos. If you need to drag me, at least tag me so that people can find me. Because my content is dope. Okay? See you in the next video.